Okay. So let's continue our discussion. From yesterday, nakita na natin yung magnetic force due to a straight wire, right? Magnetic force due to a straight wire, either it's a finite or an infinite wire, right? So yung magnetic force was straight wire, bakit white? It's given by yung, kung very long, mu naught I over 2 pi r. Tama? And we also have seen na any two parallel wires na very long wires will either attract or repel depending dun sa direction. Okay? So kung same yung current direction ng dalawang wire, they will attract. Kung opposite naman, so they will attract. Kung opposite naman yung wires, magre-repel naman sila. Okay? Medyo baliktad dun sa alam natin sa charges, kasi sa charges, opposites attract, same charges repel. Sa currents, so same currents attract, opposite currents repel. Okay? So dapat parehas kayo ng papatunguhan para ma-attract. Hindi, basta yun. Hindi ko alam. Anyway, so let's continue now for finding the magnetic field or applying Biot-Savart law sa circular wire naman. And then later on, yung Ampere's law. Okay? So now, what if circular yung wire? So kahapon, for straight wire, right? So what if circular na siya? We can still use Biot-Savart law, but the magnitude by definition still yung ideal sine phi over r squared. Okay? So in this case, yung phi natin will be the angle between DL and R hat. So in this case, yung R hat, ito yung R hat. So pwedeng ito, pwede rin ito. Bakit ba bumabalik? Ayan. So yung R hat, ito yung I natin, yung pag ganon. So I and R hat. So ito yung phi natin. Pwedeng yan, pwedeng ito. Okay? Kung nandito naman yung R hat, edi ito naman yung direction, yung phi natin. Okay? So yung angle between DL and R hat. Okay? So actually, yan. So mas may kita pala dito. We can actually just get the Z component, dBz, kasi nga yung X and Y component nung magnetic field magka-cancel out. So nakita na natin to kapag may circular loop, right? Always kapag may circular loop, tapos you are taking a field at point P at the center along the central axis, right? Magka-cancel yung X and Y component. Basta yung dalawang components magka-cancel. Ang matitira lang is yung component along that axis. Okay? So we have seen this sa electric fields. So ganoon din naman sa magnetic field. So yung may iwan lang in this case with this coordinate axis yung Z component. So mawawala yung X and Y. Okay? But what is R? So yung R, yung distance ng source to field. So actually, itong triangle na to, kita niyo ba yung triangle na yan? Pwede mong i-flatten out so that ito yung R, right? Ito yung ano ba yung distance? Hindi ba sabihin natin ito yung Z, ito yung distance na to, right? Ito yung R. And then this will be yung capital R. Ito yung radius ng loop. So yung angle, so yung R, we can actually get from Pythagorean theorem using square root of R squared plus Z squared. Okay? So, kung nakita niyo yung triangle, flatten out nyo, you will get the source to field distance R. Okay? What is sine phi? Phi, again, is the angle. So, delete ko naman to. Delete ko to. Phi is the angle between, angle between IDL sa yung R hat. Yung may R hat dito. Again, ito yung R hat. Ito yung IDL. So, ano kaya yung angle between? Ito yung angle between. That is, well, nilagay ko na, that is 90 degrees. So, in this case, laging 90 degrees kahit na kapag nandito yung IDL, pag nandito na yung DL mo, ito naman yung R hat, laging 90 degrees yung angle between them. Okay? So, sine 90 is 1. Okay? And then, yung Z component will just be yung sine theta. Okay? So, sa Z component, meron tayong sine theta. Ito yung theta. So, actually, ito yung theta na yon. So, ano yung theta na to? That is opposite over hypotenuse. So, R over R. Okay? Where small r is this. So, ito yun, small r. Yan, ito yung small r. Yan. Okay. So, now, pwede nating pasok lahat dun sa DBZ. We have this. So, IDL, sin phi is 1. Sin phi is 1. Yung naiwang theta component is to, sin theta. And then, meron ka pa rin r squared. So, huwag kakalimutan, meron ka pa rin r squared sa baba. Iba pa yun. Okay. Or this. Okay. So, what about dBx and dBy? Again, 0 sila. Kasi nakita na natin to before. Yung similar problem. By symmetry, pwede na sabihin by symmetry, magka-cancel lang yung x and y components. Right? So, kung ano naman tong y component saka yung x component na pag ganon, magka-cancel out lang. So, dBz lang yung kailangan natin. Okay? And then, we integrate over the relevant limits. But we see, ano ba yung integration natin over dl? Right? So, integral over dl. But the L, integration over dl, over the loop, kung closed loop yan, ano lang yung total dl? That's just the circumference of the loop, which is 2 pi r. So, the magnetic field magnitude, pasok natin yung 2 pi r, will be left with this one. Okay? So, this is the magnetic field on the axis of a circular loop. Okay? On the axis, on the central axis of the circular loop. So, yung magnetic field at this point. Okay? At the origin, so at the origin, ano mangyayari? If z equals 0, right? So, at the origin, gawin mo lang z equals 0, palitan mo lang to. So, yung ilalim, magiging r cubed. Tama? Or, may r squared ka sa baba. So, we are left with mu naught I over 2r. Okay? So, to compare, for a straight wire, very long straight wire, mu naught I over 2 pi r. Okay, so this is for the straight wire. This is for the loop at the origin, at the center of the loop. Okay. So, huwag kayong malilito. So, possible na, well, sa exam, bibigay yung formula, pero baka malito kayo, uy, baka ito yung straight wire. Ito yun. So, remember, yung R na to, yan yung distance from the wire. Yung capital R, so pag nakita kayo ng capital R, most likely, radius siya. So kung radius siya, something circular, something arc length, etc. Okay? Etong R, basta small r, usually radial direction. Pag capital R, radius of the loop or of the circle or of the something. Okay? So, yun yun. Yun yung key difference. Okay? So, some remarks. As we go out along the axis, the magnitude of the magnetic field decreases. Right? As Z equals 0, ito siya. If Z increases along the Z-axis, mag-i-increase din tong denominator. So, bababa yung buong magnetic field. Right? So, bababa yung magnitude ng magnetic field. So, the maximum value should be at the origin. Tama? So, as you go away, bumababa yung magnetic field. So, dapat yung maximum nandito. As you go away, bababa rin yung magnetic field. Okay? And these formulas are only valid with rotational symmetry axis. So again, kapag along the axis lang tayo, along the central axis ng circular wire. Okay? Direction, we can use right-hand rule actually, or right-hand screw rule. So kung halimbawa, ang direction ay pag ganito, so we can point our fingers or draw our fingers around the current, and so the magnetic field will point downwards. Okay? Kapag naman ganito yung current, again, draw your fingers across the wire of the current wire, then your fingers will point, either your thumb will point to the direction of the magnetic field. Okay? So yung right hand screw rule, pwedeng gamitin kapag may closed loop, okay? Or kapag meron kang single vector lang. Okay? Kapag single vector, that vector is your thumb. Kapag may closed loop, then that closed loop is your fingers. Okay? So in this case, yung single vector is yung magnetic field, yung closed loop ay current. Okay? Pwede ring kung straight wire, right? Kung straight wire, so meron kang ganyan. Ito yung straight wire. Ito naman yung magnetic field. Kung straight wire, ang single vector natin ay yung I, yung current, and your fingers is yung closed loop B, which is around. Right? So, ganun. So, yun yung right hand screw rule. Okay? So, pwedeng baliktad. Pwedeng yung thumb will point to the magnetic field or to the current. Tapos, yung isa yung magka-curl around. Okay? So, if meron na tayong N turns, which is a solenoid, we call this a solenoid or a coil. For a coil consisting of N loops, all with the same radius R, yung Z component, mamumultiply lang din ng N loops. So, at the center, mu naught Ni over 2R. So, mamumultiply lang ng N. Okay? So, for N equals 1, we have that. For N is greater than 1, we have this. In general, we can combine to be mu naught times mu over 2 pi R squared, blah, blah, blah. Bakit? Kasi we can actually multiply this by pi over pi. So, pag nag-multiply tayo ng pi over pi, ano mangyayari? So, meron nga 2 pi sa baba. Tapos, yung sa taas, meron kang Ni pi R squared. This is just your NIA. Kung circular loop, yung pi R squared is just your area. And we know this from yesterday, this is your, or from before, this is just your dipole moment. Right? This is just your mu. Okay? So, pwede mo i-generalize into this form. So, mu is just your dipole moment. So, yun yung for closed wire. What if bent wire? So, just some random bent wire with an angle phi at the origin. Okay, so hindi fully closed. So, kung arc lang siya, what is the magnetic field at the origin? Point C, or the center. So, we start with our Biot-Savart law. Okay, yung IDL is, yung DL will correspond dun sa direction ng I. Okay, sa direction ng I. And then R hat points from source to field. Okay? So yung phi, ano kaya tong phi na to? That is just this one. Ito yung phi, which is always 90 degrees. Right? Kung nandito tayo sa current element na to, ito yung IDL, ito yung R hat, so yung phi na yon will be 90 degrees. Okay? So sin 90, and then we perform integration. And for the integration, yung integral DL natin will just be your total arc length. Kung kanina, total circumference kasi buo, kung just some portion ng wire ay ang bent, eding ito lang arc length na to, which is just r theta. Sabihin na lang natin theta yan. Kasi hindi bit. Anyway, sabihin na lang r theta. So, r theta. So, theta yung angle, yung total arc length na to. Okay. Okay, nag-5' siya. Okay, so okay lang naman. So if we perform the integration, we get this. Okay? Where phi, yung phi na dito is yung arc length. Okay? Okay? So for a circular wire, for a loop, closed loop, ano ulit siya? Mu naught I over 2R. Okay? For an arc length, 4 pi R. Phi over 4 pi R. So may kita yung difference. Okay? Malinaw? 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 Ay, ano ba yan? Okay? Questions so far? Questions? Okay, so walang questions. Let's continue. Okay. Direction, right-hand rule pa rin. Okay. Just remember, if you want to use this equation, yung phi should be in radians. Okay. So, it's either pi over 2, pi over 3, mga ganun. So, radians. Okay. Ang awkward naman kasi kung degrees, di ba? Kung 60 degrees, medyo weird naman kung yun gagamitin. So, remember lang na radians yan, in radians units. Okay. For example, consider a circular conducting loop with radius 10 centimeters lying in the YZ plane, centered at the origin. Carries the current of 1.5 amperes directed counterclockwise as viewed from the x-axis. So it's this. Okay. What is the magnitude and direction of the magnetic field at the origin? Okay. So at the origin, we can readily use yung mu naught I over 2R. Okay. So alam natin yung current, which is 1.5. Alam natin yung radius, which is 0.1 meters. We plug in and we get this Tesla. Yan yung magnitude. How about the direction? We use right-hand screw rule. So, ang mangyayari, we curl our fingers around the direction of the current, and your thumb will point to the magnetic field, which is to the right. Which is now to the right. So, direction, positive x-axis. Therefore, magnitude and direction combine lang natin sila. Okay? Okay? So, just remember, if may questions na ganito, like what is the magnitude and direction, normally, isusulat nyo siya in the vector form. Okay? In the vector form. Kapag magkahiwalay yung tanong, what is the magnitude, what is the direction, hindi siya naka-vector form. Meaning, pwede yung direction out of the page, into the page, ganon. Okay? Pero pag sinabi, what is the magnitude and direction, automatic i-combine yung dalawa. Okay? Clear yon? Clear naman? Clear? Okay. So, another example. Calculate the magnitude and direction of the magnetic field at point P due to this current in the semicircular section. Does the current in the long straight section of the wire produce any field at P? So, let's see. So, what is the magnitude? At the origin of a circular loop, we can readily use yung mu naught I over 2R, where 2R, so kung buong wire sana to, yung R natin, ito yan, ay yung B natin is yung buo, but since half lang, so since half lang nung wire, kunin lang natin yung half. Right? So kalahati lang. So mu naught I over 4R. Okay? Alternatively, since bent wire, pwede natin gamitin to, where phi is yung arc length na to, in radians. So ano yung arc length na yan? That is just pi. Diba? Kasi 2 pi yung buo. So pi lang yung buong arc length. So if phi is pi, we get the same magnetic field. Okay? So can use either. Direction, we just use right-hand screw rule. So in this case, ito yung current direction. So if you curl your fingers around that, your thumb will point into the page. Okay, direction is into the page. Okay. Now, how about the straight sections? So yung straight sections, these ones, ay, ano ba yan? Sige na nga, ipakita mo na nga yan. This one, hindi sila magko-contribute. Bakit? Kasi kung ayan yung source, ano yung R hat? Ang R hat is this. And then this. So makita mo yung current, saka yung R hat, parallel. Right? If you use up Biot-Savart law, we apply Biot-Savart law, yung cross product ng dalawang vectors na parallel ay 0. So wala silang contribution sa magnetic field. So parang meron ka lang mu naught I over 4R plus 0 plus 0. So wala silang contribution. Okay? Okay? So another example, what is the magnetic field at the origin due to this current loop? So meron kang current in this direction. So yan, tapos bababa, and then magka-curl, and then gano'n. Okay? So meron kang ganyang current direction. Okay? So ito yung current, ito yung current. So what is now the magnetic field at the origin? So, alam na natin, straight segments should not contribute to the magnetic field. Right? So, any segment actually, kasi dito naman yung origin natin. So, any segment na nandito sa axis na to, sa axis na to, axis na to, or axis na to, any straight wires na nandyan, hindi magko-contribute. So, pwede na nating tanggalin yon sa computation. Right? As we have shown, as we have seen here. Right? So anything na nandito, nandito, na straight wire, hindi magko-contribute. Okay? So in this case, kailangan lang natin is quarter circle. Right? Which is just pi over 2. So kalahati naman ng pi. So yung pi natin, yung arc length, is just pi over 2. Okay? And we have this general formula for a quarter circle. Okay? Yung capital R, magbabalit lang, magiging A saka B. So magnitude, alam na natin, A or B lang yung nasa baba. For the direction, use right hand screw rule. So yung nasa baba, ito, ang current ay paganyan. So if we trace our fingers across that current, the magnetic field will point into the page. Tama? Into the page. Yung nasa taas naman, ganito yung current. Diba? So yung nasa taas, if you trace your fingers on that current, the magnetic field will point out of the page. Okay? So, for the quarter circle of radius A, yung smaller, negative k hat kasi into the page. Yung nasa kabila, positive k hat kasi out of the page. So, the net magnetic field, i-add lang natin yung dalawa. So, add natin yung dalawa. BA is mu naught I over 8A, negative k hat. Yung BB is mu naught I over 8B, positive k hat. And we are left with this. Okay? So, yung answer should be letter E. Should be this. Ayan. Okay? Straight segments, hindi na mag-contribute. Okay? Question? Questions? Okay? Clear naman? Naintindihan ba? Naintindihan niyo ba? Naintindihan niyo ba? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So, let's continue. So far, yung Coulomb's law saka Biot-Savart law, medyo analogous, right? Yung Coulomb's law for the electric field, which is, makita natin, yung electric field line should be parallel to the radial direction. Right? Yung magnetic field naman, perpendicular to the radial, the r hat direction, right? To the radial direction. And we'll see later on, or in the next slides, na may analogous law din for the Gauss law, right? So we can actually apply yung Gauss law to find the electric field, right? If you recall, so yun yung Gauss law natin, E that dA equals Q enclosed over epsilon naught. For the magnetic field, meron naman tayong Ampere's law. So ito naman equivalent ng Gauss law to get magnetic field. So ito na yung table natin for electric and magnetic field. Okay? So yung surface integral ng electric field will give us the Gauss law. Yung line integral will give us the electrostatic field. Okay? Parang connected sa voltage or sa potential difference. Okay? Now, yung Gauss law for magnetism, yun ay surface integral. Okay? But the Ampere's law for magnetism, siya naman ay line integral. So, line integral naman siya. Okay? So, let's see. Ito yung Ampere's law. Pinakita niya na. So, actually, mu naught I enclosed lang siya. So, ito, kaya hindi natin nakikita dito kasi loop, walang magnetic monopoles. Tapos hindi natin ito lagi namang 0 kasi radially outwards yung electric field. Parallel lagi siya sa R. Ito naman, ito na yung magde-depend sa something enclosed. Okay? So, siya na yung magde-depend sa something enclosed. And that is your I enclosed or currents enclosed. Okay? So, B dot dl is the line integral around a closed path C around of the magnetic field B. Mu naught is yung permeability. And I enclosed is the sum of the currents enclosed by this closed path or this integration path. Okay? So, line integral siya. So, may direction of integration. Okay? And Ampere's law holds only for any closed loop. But the shape of the loop does not matter. Okay? So, contour integral siya. So, kaya may sign dito na ganyan, meaning closed integral or closed loop integral. Okay? So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng sign na yan. Or closed loop or contour. So, yung mga contour natin, contour lines, lagi silang closed. Right? So, may contour integral ka. We call that contour an Amperian loop. Okay? So, kung meron tayong Gaussian surface, kasi surface integral yung kailangan sa Gauss law, sa Ampere's law, meron naman tayong Amperian loop. Okay? So, meron tayong Amperian loop. So, some notes, yung left-hand side, this is a line integral. This only applies if B is constant throughout the integration path. Similar dun sa formulation natin nung Gaussian surface. So, yung Gaussian surface, may ganyan din yan, sabihin closed integral. For any closed surface lang siya. Right? So, E dot dA naman to. So, this can only be applied kapag yung electric field ay constant all throughout the surface area. Para malabas natin. So, ganun din dito. This contour integral is only applied for constant B para madali siyang malabas. Okay? So, mas madali yung integration natin. Integral DL na lang. Diba? Yung dati, integral dA, which is the total area. Ngayon, integral DL, which is just the circumference of the loop or the perimeter of the loop. Okay? Right-hand side, sum lang yan. Right? Kung dati, nagsasum lang tayo ng charges, ngayon, nagsasum tayo ng currents. So, yan yung Ampere's law. So, Gauss law, both sides will give us the electric flux. Tama? So, meron din tayong triple equality sa Gauss law. Right? So, yung phi sub E. Ang Ampere's law, hindi naman siya equal sa magnetic flux. So, iba siya. Okay? So, yung magnetic flux is yung B dot dA pa rin, which is the Gauss law for magnetism. Okay? N is always 0. Okay? So, yan yung difference between Gauss law and Ampere's law. So, let's see. Suppose we have this arbitrary currents. So, meron tayong I1 upwards, I2 downwards, I3 upwards. Okay. We can actually choose the direction of integration of the closed loop. So, here, pag choose natin to as the direction of integration, then we use right-hand rule to find kung ano yung positive current at negative current. Okay? So, if this is your direction of integration, since closed loop, you trace around the loop yung fingers mo, and then your thumb will point to the positive current direction. Okay? So, ganun lagi. Okay? So, whenever you have one vector, tapos may isang closed loop, so closed loop. Okay? Kung ano man yung vector na to, so for example, ito ay current, gamitin ko na lang ibang kulay. Example, ito yung current, you use right hand rule para makuha yung direction ng magnetic field. Tama? Since ito yung direction ng magnetic field, tapos ang Ampere's law mo ay yung B.dl, so dapat yan din yung direction ng contour mo. So yan din yung direction ng contour. Okay? Kapag naman ang given sa iyo ay yung magnetic field, yun yung vector na alam mo. So kung given naman sa iyo yung magnetic field, then you use right hand screw rule para makuha naman yung current direction. Okay? Current direction. Okay? So ito applicable when finding the sources of magnetic field in Ampere's law. Ito naman applicable sa mga Lenz's law and Faraday's law, which we will see later on. At sa pagkuha nung magnetic, anong current direction, yung mga induced current, mga ganyan-ganyan. Okay? So for this, ito ngayon yung top view. Okay? Ito ngayon yung top view. So we choose this direction of integration. So again, i-trace mo yung fingers around that contour, around that direction of integration. Your thumb will point dun sa positive current, which is out of the page. So lahat ng mga out of the page na currents, siya yung positive. Okay? Lahat ng into the page na current, siya naman yung negative. Okay? So that's how you calculate Ampere's law. So ito na yung nasa right hand side. Okay? Kaya medyo important yung direction of integration. Okay? Pag wala nakaset sa exam, pag wala nakaset na direction of integration, you are free to choose. Kapag may sinet na direction of integration, yun yung gagamitin nyo. Okay? So, ayan. So, if the integration path is a circle centered into the conductor, then the integration goes around that circle counterclockwise. Okay? Suppose yung current natin is out of the page. Okay? Kapag kasi opposite yung direction of integration, edi negative lang, clockwise. Okay? Or negative k-hat direction. So, yun lang naman yung repercussion kapag baliktad yung direction of integration. Okay? Magne-negative lang. Okay, for example, which of the following statements is or are correct about the line integral along paths A, B, and C? So, given sa atin yung direction of integration, yung contour integration. So, path A, ito siya. So, path A, to the right, so if we now use yung line integral, so meron tayong integral b.dl, okay? Ano ngayon yung lalabas sa kanan? Mu naught times I enclosed. So, for the path A, ano yung I enclosed? That will be, ano kaya? Kung ito yung direction of integration, lahat ng into the page yung positive current. Tama? So, we will have a 2i, positive 2i. Lahat ng out of the page, minus naman. So, minus I. So, yung path A will give us a mu naught I. Tama? Mu naught I integration. Okay? So, path A. Path B. Ano naman yung path B? Ayan. Path B, ito naman yung path B. So, ito yung direction of integration. So, if you use right-hand rule, lahat ng kung nasa nakapoint yung thumb, nandun yung positive direction, positive currents. So, yung lalabas sa right-hand side, meron tayong mu naught times, ano yun? Positive I minus 2I naman. Tama? So, positive yung contribution nito kasi out of the page. Tama, out of the page din yung current direction. Ay yung line of integration. Tapos, ito na into the page, so negative 2I. So, yung path B will have a negative mu naught I line integration. Okay? Yung path C naman, yung buo. So, sa path C, buo na siya. So, paano naman to? So, yung path C, itong buo. So, again, clockwise. So, dapat ang positive direction ay into the page. So, I will have a mu naught positive 2I into the page minus yung I na out of the page minus din yung isa pang I. So, actually, sa path C, 0 naman. Okay? So, 0 naman yung sa path C. Okay? So, for path A, the produced magnetic field is in the same direction. Ayan. So, positive direction. Okay? Kasi negative, positive yung mu naught I, yung sa path A, negative yung sa B, 0 yung sa C. So, ang true lang is yung A. Okay? Questions? Questions so far? Naintindihan ba? Naintindihan nyo ba? Paano mag-mu naught I and close and close? So, medyo mas madali siya, di ba? Kaysa sa Gaussian surface, kaysa sa Gauss law. So, medyo mas straightforward yung ano. Basta, kunin nyo muna yung direction of integration. Kung mag-right hand rule kayo doon, kung ano yung direction ng thumb, yun yung positive. Lahat ng currents along that axis, along your thumb, positive. Kapag opposite your thumb, negative. Yun lang. Yun na yan. Okay? So, some remarks, kapag 0 yung line integral, it doesn't mean na 0 yung magnetic field. So, for example, kanina, yung path integral C, nakuha natin, 0. Tama? Yung line integral. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nun, walang magnetic field. Kasi may magnetic field ka pa rin due to these wires. Kung straight wires yan, from yesterday, gagamitin natin yung mu naught I over 2 pi r. Tama? Kung very long straight wires. Tapos, magnenet magnetic field lang tayo for the 3 wires. So, even if the line integral, if the Ampere's law results to 0, hindi ibig sabihin wala kang source ng magnetic field. Pwedeng nag-cancel out lang. Right? Pwede nag-cancel out lang yung currents. Same as dun sa tawag dito. Same as dun sa Gauss law natin, 'di ba? Kung yung Gauss law ang result ay 0 along this Gaussian surface, that doesn't mean 0 yung electric field. Right? Pwede kasi nag-cancel out, meron kang positive dyan, tas may negative, so nag-cancel out lang electric field. So 0 talaga yung magiging flux niyan. But that doesn't mean wala kang electric field. Okay? Or, pwede namang wala kang charge and close. Diba? Nasa labas yung charges, pwede nag-cancel, etc. Or pwedeng, yan, may plane ka, 0 din yung flux dyan. 0 din yung Gauss law. So, ganun din naman with Ampere's law. Okay? So, the current, for example, here, meron tayong positive I out of the page. Tapos, negative I into the page. So, meron ka pa ring B. Meron ka pa ring B. Pero nag-cancel out lang sila. Nag-cancel out lang yung line integral. Okay? Okay? So, another example. In the figure shown, 3 currents and 3 or 4 tawag dito, paths, 4 Amperian loops. Question, what is the line integral for each path from A to D if the direction of integration is counterclockwise? So, lahat ng gagamitin natin dito, for this case, is counterclockwise. So, let's see. So, right-hand screw rule tayo for the positive current. So, ang positive current, kung counterclockwise yung direction ng integration path, so ang positive will be out of the page. Tama? Right-hand screw, laging out of the page yung positive current. So, path A, so ano yung sa path A? Wala siya na-enclose. Right? Wala siya na-enclose na current. Therefore, yung integral, yung B.dl, 0. Or mu not I enclosed, 0. Path B, ito naman, so meron kang out of the, into the page na I1, so negative yung sign niya. Okay? Kasi positive yung out of the page. So negative yung into the page. Path C, dalawa, meron kang plus I2 and minus I1. Path D, so tatlo, yun na enclosed. So meron kang plus I2, plus I3, minus I1. Okay? So yan na yung line integration. Okay? So medyo mas madali, 'di ba? Mas straightforward ang Ampere's law. So similar sa Gauss law, kapag may highly symmetric systems, mas madali din yung pag-calculate lalo ng magnetic field using Ampere's law. Okay? So dito na papasok, 'di ba? Sa Gauss law, meron tayong E.dA, 'di ba? E.dA. Ngayon, kung highly symmetric yung system, madaling lalabas yung electric field sa integral. So, ganun din naman dito. So, highly symmetric yung system, using Ampere's law, madaling lalabas yung magnetic field. So, let's see some examples. So, in solving using Ampere's law, identify the symmetry of the system, choose the appropriate Amperian loop, right? Evaluate the left and right hand sides of the Ampere's law. If B is uniform, lalabas lang yung B and we are left with contour integral dl. Right? So, meron ka lang B, contour integral ng dl. And that is just the perimeter of the loop. Right? Similar dun sa Gauss law, pag lumabas yung electric field, meron ka na lang integral dA, which is the surface area of the Gaussian surface. Ito naman, perimeter of the Amperian loop. So, hindi masyadong nalalayo. Right? Kaya pinagko-compare natin yung Gauss law and Ampere's law. Kasi nakita na natin similar in a similar fashion. Okay? So, take note lang yung sign ng currents using right-hand screw rule dun sa dot product in the left-hand side. Okay? For example, field of an infinitely long wire. So, kahapon, alam na natin, kapag infinitely long wire, lalagay lang natin sa gilid. Ano yung nakuha natin? Mu naught I over 2 pi r. This is using Biot-Savart law. Now, let's use Ampere's law to find the same magnetic field. Ay, okay. Nandiyan pala. Okay. So, let's see. B.dl is mu naught I enclosed. Okay. We can choose our circular Amperian loop. Para may mataas ang symmetry, we can choose a circular loop. Right? and choose a direction of integration na positive yung current along the given current. Right? So if we choose this direction ng circular, if we use right-hand screw rule, automatic positive na yung I. Right? Positive current. So, ang I enclosed sa kanan, sa right-hand side, is just I. Yung magnetic field, due to high symmetry, lalabas sa integral, we are left with contour integral ng DL. So, may iwan lang, ito lalabas. Mapupunta dito. So, we just left with integral DL, and that is just your circumference or perimeter nung circle, nung Amperian loop. And that's just 2 pi r. So, to solve for the magnetic field, we get the same na galing sa Biot-Savart law. So, mas madali, di ba? Mas madaling gamitin yung Ampere's law kaysa Biot-Savart law. Similarly, basta may high symmetry. Similarly, mas madaling gamitin yung Gauss law kaysa sa Coulomb's law. So, yun lang. So, this is another way of finding the fields. So, baka natatanong nyo, so bakit ba natin pinag-aralan yung Biot-Savart law sa Coulomb's law kung meron namang faster way? Again, Ampere's law and Gauss law, madali siyang makalculate because of symmetry. Kung non-symmetric na yung system mo, which is normal in the real world, mas kailangan mong gamitin yung Coulomb's law or Biot-Savart law. So, I'm not sure kung ano yung pero sa industry siguro, pag nag-work na kayo, mas hindi naman straight wire lang yon yung ginagamit nyo, di ba? Minsan, kung ano-anong wire, ang daming wire, di ba? Kung nakita nyo naman yung mga wire ng Meralco, mga ganyan. So, mahirap mag-Ampere's law lang, right? Mahirap mag-Ohm's law lang or Kirchhoff's rules, di ba? So yun lang. Yun lang yung caveat ng Ampere's law and Gauss law. But if you see some high symmetry, then just apply them. Okay? So another example, field of a long cylindrical conductor. So given tayo ng long cylindrical, so ang keyword ay long. Kanina long din. So long straight wire kanina, ngayon long cylindrical conductor. Gawin natin light blue. Ayan. So ayan. So yan yung keyword. A cylindrical conductor of radius capital R and current I is shown. The current is uniformly distributed over the cross-sectional area. Find the magnetic field as a function of R, both inside and outside this wire or this conductor. Okay? So, sa pang key term, uniformly distributed yung current. So, sabihin lang nun, steady current. Okay? So, in a similar fashion, do sa Gauss law, diba? Kung meron kang conductor, sasabihin uniformly distributed yung charge, meaning pare-pares lang yung density ng charge. Charge density all throughout the volume or the area or the surface, etc. Ganon din dito. So, pare-pares lang yung current density. Yung density ng current across the conductor. So, pare-pares sila ng anong current density? Yung J, which is I over A. Right? If you recall. Kaya, uniformly distributed over that cross-sectional area. That is your cross-sectional area. Yung A sa baba ng J equals I over A. Okay? So, find the magnetic field inside and outside. Okay? So, let's choose again our Amperian loop such that positive yung current na na-given. So, if we choose the Amperian loop to be this direction, if we use our right-hand screw rule, then your thumb will point upwards para positive na yung current. Para lang, for simplicity. Okay? Katulad din ng pag-choose natin ng area vector dun sa Gauss law para lumabas yung di ba? Para E.dA na siya. Okay? So, inside, at R less than R, ano kaya? Left-hand side, lalabas lang yung magnetic field. So, we just left with integral DL. Okay? Or 2 pi r. Outside, outside. Sa right-hand side, mu naught I enclosed. And here, we exploit yung current density definition. So, sana hindi nyo nakalimutan yon. Kapag may current density, anything na may density, pwede mong gamitin yung I enclosed over area enclosed, or yung total, equal din yan sa I total over area total. Okay? Ng source. So, similar sa Gauss law, this pertains to the loop or surface dati. This pertains to the source. Okay? Dun sa source. Itong source na to. Okay? Kung ano yung nasa loob. So, exploit the current density definition. So, yung I enclosed. So, let's see. Green na lang. Yan. So, yung I enclosed is just using this definition, yun yung area enclosed times J. Right? Times yung current density. But that J can also be expressed by the total current and total area A. So this is equal sa A enclosed, right? Times the current I over the total area. So again, area enclosed, ito lang yung area nito. Yung total area A, ito naman yung buong area ng conductor. Okay? Or nung object. Okay? So, sana hindi nyo nakalimutan yon. So, mu naught I enclosed is just the area enclosed times the total current density. And the total current density is related to the total area. Okay? So, area enclosed, ito lang yon, small pi r squared. Yung area sa baba, yun naman yung buong area ng conductor. Cross-sectional area. Okay? So, mu naught I enclosed is just this. Tapos sa left-hand side, 2 pi r, b times 2 pi r. So, we equate both sides and we are left with this inside the long cylindrical conductor. Okay? Malinaw? Nakuha? Na-follow ba yon? Na-follow naman? So, similar sa actually, medyo similar talaga sa calculate using Gauss law. So, ganun din dito. So, just remember how to exploit yung definition ng current density. Okay? Anything na density, basta sinabing homogeneously distributed, uniformly distributed, meaning yung density ng small portion is equal to the density ng buo. Yun lang naman yung ibig sabihin ng homogeneous or ng uniformly distributed. Kaya yun yung key term natin. Kapag hindi na siya uniformly distributed, then we cannot use exactly that. Hindi natin pwedeng gamitin yung yung definition na to. Yung second line. Mahirap siya. Mahirap gamitin. Okay? But again, hindi naman kami magbibigay ng non-homogeneous. So, sa exam. So, okay lang naman. But in the real world, kayo na bahala. Maghanap kung paano yon. Okay? Sabihin nyo na lang, boss, assume natin na homogeneous yung density. Then we can I don't know. Something like that. Okay? So, yan yung inside the conductor. How about outside? So, outside, sa magnetic field, still uniform kasi very long wire, wala tayong ng mga fringing effects, etc. The total I enclosed is just I. Tama? Kasi na-enclose na yung buo. Kung dati, yung total Q enclosed, yung buong Q, right? Or buong row, sigma or something. Ngayon, total I na lang. So, mas madali. But remember, yung left-hand side talks about the loop. Just as the left-hand side of the Gauss law talks about the surface, the Gaussian surface. So, this talks about the Amperian loop. Okay, so small r, yung nasa kabila, mu naught I lang siya. Wala to dapat. Bakit meron ito? Wala yan dapat. Wala to dapat. Ayan. So, in that case, ito lang yung lalabas. Mu naught I over 2 pi r. Okay? Diba? Mas madali. Now, if you will see, if you recognize this is just your magnetic field due to a straight wire. Tama? Due to a straight wire, kung straight wire lang siya, yan lang din yung magnetic field. So actually, any cylindrical wire, any cylindrical conductor, kapag nasa labas ka na, tas very long yung cylindrical conductor, mukha lang siyang wire. So yun lang yung purpose nito. So yun lang yung purpose niya. Okay? So we can plot yung magnetic field versus the distance small r. So sa inside linear yung B sa ka-R, outside inversely proportional. So inside linear, kapag nag-increase yung R, mag-increase din yung B. And then hanggang may maximum ka dun sa surface, and then after nun, inversely proportional na. Okay? Okay? Clear? Clear yan? Clear? Question? May questions ba? Okay, naiintindihan nyo ba? Na-gets nyo ba? Gusto naman? Or ano, at least parang nakita na natin yung ganitong problems, di ba? Medyo familiar na tayo because of the Gauss law. Okay? So, meron pang other examples. So, next time na yon. So, next week na yung ibang examples ng Ampere's law, paano i-apply. So, we'll just end here muna. So, we have found, ano nakita natin dito? Na outside a very long cylindrical conductor, mukha lang siyang straight wire. Di ba? Mukha lang straight wire yung magnetic field. So, yun lang. Inside, meron ka lang ganito, which is a different case. Okay? And we have also seen na yung Ampere's law, mas madaling gamitin. Ano ba yan? So, mas madaling gamitin in solving magnetic field. Okay? Questions? Questions? Okay. So, okay, so I'll stop sharing. So, kung walang questions, next week,